students. Today we are going to continue the sections from the point where we stopped last. So you can remember in our last class, we had been discussing the topic terms of trade. These terms of trade, it's a very important area. We can say that import capability of an export unit. Terms of trade in the sense, import capability of an export unit. That means, for example, there is a country, when it is exporting 100 units, how many units it can import. That means by exporting certain units, the possibility of import is the one import capability, right? Terms of trade. We can also call this as commodity terms of trade. Commodity terms of trade. This commodity terms of trade, we can calculate using the equation of export price index over import price index into 100. So in your exam, you will be asked to calculate one of these three terms of trade, TX or PM. And last class, we discussed a question which is based on 2013 past paper, that is talking about the changes in terms of trade. It's talking about the changes in terms of trade. So that kind of questions also can be there. So today, let's continue with another question. And after that, we will discuss the theories related to this. Okay. So take this question. Take this question. In an economy, export prices have increased by 20% and import prices have decreased by 40%. Calculate the change in terms of trade. Last class we discussed terms of trade is given, export price change is given, import price change we have to find out. This kind of questions and all last class we have discussed. So today we are discussing how these terms of trades change we can find out. So I'll give you a small time. Can you quickly try this first? So if you calculate this, you have to use this normal formula, terms of trade, export price index over import price index into 100. Terms of trade change you have to find out. So what you can do is, export prices have increased by 20%. Therefore, this is 120. Export prices have increased by 20%. Therefore, PX becomes 120. Import prices have decreased by 40%. So import prices decreased by 40% in the sense that is 60. From 100 you have to see 100 is the value in the base year. So increases by 20% means 120. Decreases by 40% means 60. Then into 100. Okay. Then how much is the value coming for terms of trade? So you get the value of 200. 200 terms of trade is 200. Therefore, change in terms of trade is 100%. Change in terms of trade is 100%. Is it clear? Understood? If you have any doubts in this, please ask me. It is a very important area according to our past papers. Right. Now, students, we know all the calculations in relation to terms of trade. If the PX and PM given, how to find the TOT. If the TOT and one of these two given, how to find the rest of these. If the changes are to be calculated, what we have to do, all these things we know. And also I say, if the terms of trade is more than 100, it is favorable. If the terms of trade is less than 100, it is unfavorable. Why we say like that? Now, for example, terms of trade gets the value of 130. So what do you mean by this 130? When the country exports 100 units, it can import 130. That means it is having the possibility of importing more than what it has exported. The country has the possibility of importing more than what it has exported. So that's why we say having the terms of trade more than 100 is the better one. That is the favorable one. If it is less than 100, it is unfavorable. So this also we have discussed. So today from that point we will continue. So let's see in this tube question number 17. So remember one thing, if the terms of trade increases continuously, that is called improvement of TOT. If the terms of trade decreases continuously, that is called deterioration, otherwise the declining of TOT. Now, question number 17 will see some reasons for the improvement of TOT. Okay. Reasons for the improvement of TOT. First of all, I will give the reasons. After that, one by one, we'll discuss. Okay. So please write down the reasons in that space. So here in notations I am writing, but in the exam you have to write in sentences. First one, export prices increase while the import price remains constant. Second one, export price constant while import price decreases. You don't want to worry about this. I will explain one by one. First, write down. Second one, export price constant, import price decreases. Third one, export price increases and import price decreases together. Fourth one, export price increases, import price also increases, but this is higher. Fifth one, export price decreases, import price also decreases, but this is higher. Quickly copy this down. Okay. Now listen. I hope you have written the same thing in the form of this notation. But in the exam, don't forget, must write in sentences. Now we are talking about the reasons for increase in TOT. Now just see one by one. Export prices are increasing, import prices constant. For example, export price 120, import price 100, like this. Now the export price 140, import price is same 100. So what do you mean by that? Our terms of trade will increase because PX over PM into 100. No. Now here, if you calculate the export, the TOT, 120 over 100 into 100. So what is the answer? 120 comes. Here 140 over 100 into 100. So what is the answer? Here 140. So terms of trade will improve. Otherwise, to remember easily, export price you just remember as selling price. Import price you just remember as buying price. So you are a businessman. Your selling price increases, buying price constant. What will happen? Your profit will increase. Your selling price increases, but buying price is in the same level. What will happen? Your profit will increase. That is how you have to remember, but it's not related to that selling or buying price. Just I told you to remember the point easily. See the second one, selling price is in the same level, but the buying price is decreasing. That means export price is constant, import price is decreasing. Then also what will happen? Terms of trade will improve. Third one side the export prices are increasing, the other side the import prices are decreasing. Then what's the net effect? There is an improvement of TOT. Fourth one, selling price. I mean the export price increases, import price also increases, but export price increases faster than the import prices. Then also what happens? Terms of trade increases. Fifth one, both the prices are falling, but import prices fall higher than the export price falls. Therefore, what happens? Terms of trade increases. Right. Now, please ask me anything if you have as doubt. If you have doubts on this, you can ask me. Yeah, another request has made to explain this again. So understand carefully. Now we are talking about the reasons for the improvement of TOT. You just remember export price as the selling price and import price as the buying price. I am a businessman. My selling price increases, buying price constant. I will have higher profit. Otherwise, my selling price constant, buying price decreases. Then also profit will increase. Selling price increases, buying price decreases, happening together. Profit may increase. Selling price increases, buying price also increases, but my selling price increases very much faster. Then also what happens? Profit will increase. The last also like that. This is how you have to remember. I will show you a past paper. See this. This is 2015 paper, question number 44. 2015 paper, question number 44. Which is the only combination of price change that must result in a deterioration in a country's terms of trade? What do you mean by deterioration? Fall in TOT. Now, what we have discussed now, rise in TOT. Then deterioration reason will be opposite to price. Then see, first one, average price of export, average price of import. That means this is the export price index and this is the import price index. Now see, PX falls, PM rises. Export prices are falling, import prices are rising. Then what will happen? Now see, just remember, selling price is decreasing, buying price is increasing. Profit will decrease, no. So first is a reason. Anyway, we'll see the second. Average price of export falls, this also falls. So which is falling faster? Not given. Therefore, using the second one, you can't come to a perfect decision. See this, Export price increases, import price decreases. So that will increase the TOT. So that won't come. Export price increases, import price increases. That also may increase the TOT. So that won't come. Then export price remains constant, import price falls. Now, export price remains constant, import price falls. Now, this will create a fall in TOT. So first also can create a fall in TOT. Sorry. The fifth also will increase the TOT. Import prices are decreasing, export price constant means this also will create an improvement of TOT. So what is the correct answer? First is the correct answer. First will reduce the TOT. You understand? First will reduce the TOT. Any doubts you all have? If you have any doubts in this, I can explain this again. You want to find a combination that can reduce the TOT. You want to find a combination that can reduce the TOT. Then see, first one, export prices are falling, import prices are rising. Selling price decreases, buying price increases. Then our profit will decrease, no? Therefore, first can reduce the TOT. Second one, export prices are falling, import prices also falling. Then if they say that import prices are falling faster than export prices, then second is the answer. But in the second one, they have not mentioned which is falling faster. Therefore, you can't decide anything using the second one. Third one, you can't take at all, because why? Third one will increase the TOT. You can see export price increases, import price decreases. So third one will increase the TOT. See the fourth one, export price increases, import price increases. That also may increase the TOT. Fifth one, export price remains constant, import price decreases. So that will increase the TOT. Therefore, first is the correct answer. Are you okay? Sure? So we have discussed the reasons for improvement of TOT. Reasons for deterioration of TOT, I didn't mention, because all the reasons what we have written improvement, their opposite will be the reasons for the deterioration. Right? So you all try like that. If you have any problem later, you can ask me. So you can easily write that. Then see question number 18. State some advantages of an improvement of TOT. If the terms of trade increases in a country, what are the advantages we have? See, this balance of trade will improve. You will learn about the balance of trade in the balance of payments. Country's import capability will increase. Country can get more foreign investment because country is performing better in the sense. So we can get more foreign investment now. Then there will be favorable trends in the exchange rate. Foreign exchange rate, our foreign exchange rate will become favorable. Country can go for more trading agreements, etc. And even more, you can say advantages of an improvement of TOT. Then suppose if they ask, in a country, the terms of trade continuously decreases. What are the consequences? Or what are the effects, disadvantages? Then all these advantages you can convert into disadvantages, right? Okay, right. Then listen. Before going to question number 19, let's do question number 20, and then we'll go to question number 19. Question number 20 is 2011 paper. I think a similar question is there in 2017 paper also. So see this question, 2011 paper question. Consider the following table. It's an MCQ, right? From the table, one possible conclusion that can be drawn, right? From the table, one possible conclusion that can be drawn over the period shown. So you can see 3 years are given. Export price index, import price index, both are given. First one, export prices were rising. So what happens to export prices? Falling low. Therefore, first answer is wrong. Then Now here there's a small correction you have to do in the question. Okay, so wait just 1 second. Anybody having 2011 paper with you all for the moment? Make a small correction here. Export price index 190.80 given no. Then the other column, not the import price index, please correct that. That should be the terms of trade. This is not import price index. It should be terms of trade index. Please correct. Sorry. Right. Export price index is given. Terms of trade index also given. That means TOT. TOT is an index now, so they can use the term terms of trade index. Okay, right. Then let's see the answers. Export prices were rising. It is wrong. Import prices were rising. You can't decide using this table directly. So you want to find the import prices. Now, export price index given now. So you want to find the import prices. So let's see. If I find the import prices, you know, TOT is equal to PX over PM into 100 no. Then what will be PM then? PM is equal to, I'm sending this PM this side and taking the TOT this side. So PM is equal to PX over TOT into 100. Okay. Import price is equal to PX over TOT into 100. Then first year export price 100, TOT 100, therefore import price also 100 because 100 over 100 into 100. Then answer is 100. No. Second year 90 over 80 into 100. 90 over 80 into 100. So what will be 90 over 80 into 100. So your answer will be 112.5. 112.5. Then the third year 80 over 16 to 100. Now this is MCQ. These workings are not needed anyway. 80 over 16 to 100. So it will be 133.33. 133.33. Right. So you have to calculate this, however. So import prices were rising. So that is correct. Import prices were rising. So actually that is the answer. Anyway, let's check the third answer also. Both export and import prices were falling. That is wrong. There was an improvement in terms of trade. Can you see an improvement in terms of trade? No. Therefore, fourth also wrong. More imports could be purchased with the same quantity of exports. More imports could be purchased with the same quantity of exports. So what do you mean by that? With the same export, we can import more, which means we have more import capability. Like that statement is still. More imports could be purchased with the same quantity of exports, which means what? We can import more with the same export. Then what? That is telling indirectly improvement of terms of trade. If the terms of trade improves, only the fifth one will take place. But here improvement is not there. Therefore, fifth also wrong. So third is the correct answer. Did you understand this? Any doubts you all have? If you have anything, please tell. I can clarify. See this MCQ. This is 2010 paper, part 2, question number 7 MCQ. Okay. Quickly find out the answer for this 2010 paper. Find the answer quickly. If the terms of trade improves. So what do you mean by the terms of trade improves? Terms of trade improves in the sense the import capability increases. With the same amount of export, we have the ability to import more and more. That's the meaning. So the volume of import falls faster than the volume of export. If the terms of trade improves, volume of import falls faster than the volume of export. Will it happen like that? If the terms of trade improves, we have the ability to import more. We have the ability to import more. That means we are exporting more. The volume of imports falls faster than the volume of export. Right? The value of second one, the value of export rises faster than the value of import. Foreign exchange reserve improves. Fourth one, less has to be exported to buy a given quantity of exports. Fifth one, the foreign demand for home exports must have increased. Out of these 5 answers, the best answer is the fourth one. See this, less has to be exported. Now I can say with the same amount of export, we can import more. Like that I can say, no, if the terms of trade improve, this will happen. Otherwise, it's reverse side only, the fourth one. See, less has to be exported to buy a given quantity of import. In order to buy certain amount of units, you want to export less. You want to export, not the price I'm talking here, the quantity. Therefore, fourth is the correct answer. See the first one, volume of imports falls faster than volume of exports. Volume of imports faster than volume of export. Now see, the fourth one we are selecting, the terms of trade is the purchasing power of unit of export. So you can see, just remember the equation and thing. Then also the fourth answer is coming. Did you understand this one? Did you understand that fourth answer is coming? This is 2018 paper. Question number 41. 2018 paper, question number 41. A country's terms of trade increase from the base year value of 100 to 130. That means terms of trade has increased by 30% the following year. What changes in export prices and import prices would have caused this? So then TOT is equal to PX over PM into 100. Then they are saying that terms of trade increased by 30%. So for this 30%, which is the correct answer? So see this, if for each you have to calculate, export price decreases by 30% means it's 70. So here it should be 130. No, we are not writing as 30%, we are writing as 130. Okay, 130. Then for this 130, how much comes there? You have to check. So then this is 70 over PM increased by 10% means 110. So what is the answer coming? Are you getting this 130 from this? It should be 70 into 100 over 110. So it won't be. First is wrong. Then than that, without directly going to the calculation, now, terms of trade is increasing. No, terms of trade is increasing. So during the improvement of terms of trade, export price index will increase. No, export price index will increase. No, therefore first is impossible, second also impossible. Correct? First is impossible, second also impossible. Now, rather than going to the calculations directly,